Liverpool Real Madrid Champions League Final. You've been there before.
I have, yeah, as a fan. I mean, the difference, I don't think it's there, because I'm still supporting the team, still supporting as a fan, but to be able to say I'm going to be there as a player, it's a dream in itself, let alone supporting the club there. So yeah, I mean, it's just going to be crazy. I don't know how it's going to feel, because I've never experienced it before as a player, but there's just going to be so many emotions going through me, so I'm going to need to put them aside and concentrate on the game, and make sure I'm focused. But yeah, there's going to be that excitement in me. I'm excited now even speaking about it, but yeah, still a few more days preparation, and then hopefully we can get the right result on the weekend.
And we've heard from Jurgen himself that you and Luis Diaz forming quite a partnership, so you're going to teach him about the Champions League Final, what it's all about?
Oh, I don't need to teach him. He's a world-class player. I do what I can to teach him in English, and he do what he could to teach me as well. But I mean, he's a world-class player. There's no doubt about that. I don't need to say too much on it, but yeah, to be able to watch him play, even live, it's crazy to be able to share the dressing room with him and to learn off him. He just brings something that extra to the squad. He's been a shining light since he's arrived here, and a great lad for all that we can speak. But yeah, I mean, to be able to watch him, and I mean, Liverpool fans are so excited to see him every game, and hopefully he can put it right on the weekend.
So I've got to ask there, what language do you speak in? How do you communicate? Has he got a little bit of English? Is Spanish coming up?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of English. I've got a bit of Spanish, so there's a bit there that we can have a few little bit of conversations here and there. Not too many, or not too detailed. It's just basic at the moment. But yeah, as I said, we're teaching each other. I'm learning things, he's learning things off me and the boys. So yeah, hopefully we can get that language barrier, drop it a little bit, and have more conversations.
Go for some tapas together and bond over. Just going back to the start of the season, and you came into the side and you were starting those first 3 games. And how's it been, sort of coming back in and rebuilding after the injury?
Yeah, it's been tough. There's been a few downfalls, and I don't think I've played as much as I wanted to play since I've been back. But I mean, there's hopefully many more years to come with me playing football. So at the same time, I need to take a step back and realise what I need to do for myself to make sure that I'm right for next season. I'm not gonna lie, there was a form for a couple of weeks where I weren't training at my best. I wasn't performing to the best of my ability, and I knew that in myself. But yeah, I'm feeling 100% now. I'm feeling better in myself, and just played against Southampton, and confidence is growing a lot more. So yeah, I'm just waiting if I'm called upon on the weekend, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just make sure I'm focused and ready.
Just finally from me, we've seen Fabio Carvalho coming in from your old club. Have you had conversations with him? I think he might have said that he has, and how exciting is it to see a fellow Fulham academy graduate come over?
Yeah, we've had loads. He's been asking me questions, and I've been keeping contact ever since I left him, to be honest. Fabio's a great kid as well as a great player, so I don't need to say too much on him. I'm sure he'll show you very quickly why Liverpool signed him. He's a world-class player, and I think he'll bring that flair to this team, and that sort of that young power in a way. And he's one for the future, definitely. And to be able to link up and reunite with him, and to hopefully play with him on the same pitch, like the old days, it will be great. And hopefully we can both show each other why we deserve to play with each other, and to share the pitch with one another.
What's his strengths? What's his best quality? I know he's a friend of yours. You're not going to big him up too much, but is he?
I think everything. To be honest, everything I don't think if he didn't have everything, Liverpool wouldn't have signed him. He has the work rate, he has the ability, the skill, shooting, dribbling, you name it, he has it. So yeah, as I said, I'm sure he'll show you very, very quickly why Liverpool have signed him. It would be a great asset to the team, and I'm so excited to be able to see him again after a long 3 years, I think it's been now. So and even share the pitch with him. I'll make sure I look after him and get him involved quickly. And obviously got the Portuguese in him, so he can be close friends also with Jots and many more. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be perfectly fine, and we'll make sure he fits right in this team.
Just don't forget about Luis when.
Oh, of course not. Luis will be involved as well.
Harvey,
no problem.
Obviously, you started the season playing centre midfield, and obviously you had the spell at Blackburn last year where you were playing out on the right. Where do you see yourself long term then? Have you got a preference, or are you just kind of at this point happy to kind of just be on the pitch getting minutes, wherever that'll be?
I mean, yeah, I'm just happy to play wherever, to be honest, even if it's centre back or left back or right back. It's one of those where I'm just happy to put the shirt on and give it my all. It's a club that I've supported ever since I was a young kid, so to be able to play anywhere on the pitch, it's a dream for me, and I'm just wanting to do the best that I can in that position if needed. So yeah, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from different people and in different positions, and hopefully taking it into my game. And as I said, I'm just ready for whatever comes. Yeah, just to be able to play on the pitch and be wherever on the pitch, it's a dream.
You said you're learning from a lot of different people. We've seen one person that you've been really close to since you've moved is Mo Salah.
Yeah.
How important is it, in your kind of point of view, that you just signed that contract and Liverpool kind of do getting tied down for the long-term future?
I mean, I've been begging him every single day, to be honest, and I think the fans have as well. He's been a great asset to this club. He's got us into so many finals and so many competitions by scoring winning goals and scoring so many important goals. And yeah, I mean, he's a great person to learn off, and I've tried to get really close to him and to just even the small details, like even recovery and stuff like that, just to make sure that I'm hopefully up there with him one day. But yeah, it's going to be very hard, to say the least. He's a great player as well as a great guy, and very willing to help me out if needed. And to be able to share the right wing with him and even Trent as well, it's for me, it's two players that I've dreamt of playing with, let alone being able to share the pitch with and to learn from.
And obviously you were in Kiev, as obviously you alluded to there. Obviously, that game didn't turn out how Mo would have wanted out, how obviously many Liverpool fans would have wanted. Has he mentioned anything to you? Has he got his eyes locked on it? Is he up for revenge? He said last week he's got a score to settle.
Yeah, that's for himself really, and we're going to help him as much as we can to make sure that he does that. Yeah, I mean, it's his own revenge, to be honest. We want to get revenge as a team because they beat us last time, so we're going to, as I said, do everything we can to get revenge for him and for ourselves, and we'll work as hard as we possibly can to make sure that happens. But even just for the fans to be able to share the experience again with them, and they travel home and away overseas for us. So yeah, the disappointment that we had against Madrid last time, hopefully we can put it right this weekend, and hopefully it's us that's celebrating instead of them.
And how difficult is it going to be? Obviously they've just won La Liga, they've had a good season. Vinicius Junior, Benzema, obviously the kind of the key players there. What's your kind of take on facing up against them?
The list goes on with their team, to be honest. They've got so much talent and world-class players there, as well as a world-class manager. So yeah, it's going to be a very tough game. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, we're ready for the fight. We're going to use this week's loss of the league as motivation to make sure we put it right this weekend, and make sure we're hungrier than ever to show them while we're up there with one of the best teams in the world and one of the best teams in Europe, which is why we're here. So we're going to do whatever we can. It's one last push, so hopefully we can use whatever we've gained this season and make sure we put it right this weekend.